everyone, this is Darko12, and today we are back with a couple of new reactions, and again, I am late to the party because I had a very busy weekend, and yesterday I was kind of recovering from that weekend. Yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. It was a fun weekend. I spent it with my girlfriend, and I just needed a little bit of downtime. This was supposed to be recorded yesterday, but I didn't get around to it, so I'm doing it today. The last time I recorded a reaction late, and when I say late, I mean after the day that the tracks released, my reaction video didn't do as well as all the other times. So if this one doesn't work, then I'm probably going to have to just hold off and only do reactions when the tracks drop. And if I miss it, then I miss it. But hopefully this is going to end up doing better than the last one I did. But regardless, I am excited for them. It doesn't matter how well this video does because I am looking forward to listening to some music. That's what this entire thing is about, is listening to some music. And once again, we've got DPS and FabvL because I think those two are just running buddies on my reaction videos now. And we're going to be reacting to FabvL's Ichigo song first, which is Memory. And according to what he said on Twitter, he said that this is supposed to be along the same veins as my personal favorite FabvL song, which is Cross My Heart, his Dobby song. So if it's going to be around that same tone, I'm going to be excited. I've never seen Bleach. I know I'm failing as an anime lover. I can't help it. I just recently, look, back when I started watching anime, I was very into Gundam and Dragon Ball Z and a few cutesy ones like Azumanga Daioh, and that was basically it. I didn't get on the mainstream bandwagon for a long time. I've never seen Bleach. I tried, but I never got into it. First season, my friend Delta specifically said the first season is the best season, but it's also the hardest to get into, which is a little, in my opinion, contradictory. So I've never seen Bleach. That's it. I just started watching Full Metal Alchemist literally last night. So that tells you how far behind I am. And I'm not watching Brotherhood yet because my friend said to watch the first few episodes of Full Metal Alchemist before starting Brotherhood, because Brotherhood goes through like a multi-episode recap of what happened with the first FMA, and the first FMA doesn't even begin diverging from the manga until a certain point in it. But that's not the point of this. But the point is, I'm behind on anime, and Bleach happens to be one of those. But if I haven't had to listen or watch to the let me try and rephrase that. I haven't had to listen or watch the anime or read the manga in the past with some of the songs from Divide or FabvL or DPS or Rustage or Swabity or any of the other nerdcore artists to enjoy the song. Like, one of the oldest songs that, one of my favorite older songs, rather, from not FabvL, Divide, is his Ichigo song, Hollow. I love the tone and pacing of that song. And yeah, you can kind of hear that it's an older version of his mixing and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean it's not bad. In fact, it's one of the more enjoyable ones to me. So just because I haven't seen Bleach doesn't mean I can't enjoy this song, and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this song, especially if it's along the lines of Cross My Heart, because there are very few FabvL songs that I haven't enjoyed. So I'm going to stop babbling, and we're going to start reacting, because I've been sitting here for like 4 minutes, and that's unacceptable.
Become so numb, so gone, so frozen, trapped inside my head so long, but now I'm chosen. Fuck my life up.
Okay. Before we go any further into this, I can already tell where he was coming from when it comes to the Dabi comparison, because this is very much a similar tone, but almost like a heroic version of this of the same tone he used for Dabi. Like Dabi was very depressing and angry, where this one it seems more inspired and heroic, but at the same time it definitely has a similar feel to it. Okay, so I can definitely appreciate that. I can definitely understand where he's coming from. I don't know anything about Ichigo, aside from the fact that he has almost as many transformations as Goku at this point. But I do know that he's supposed to be a badass, and I kind of get that vibe from this already. Wind that for that, to get that last line there.
Fuck my life up, 'cause you know I love the pain. Buckeye in my blood, keep my city out the shade. I think your time's up, every hollow's bound to fade. I should keep their names, that's all up and down my blade. I know I hold the key to everything you want. I know I'm always see-through, but that's what I got, yeah. The past keeps drowning everything inside. My family shouldn't have to give their life, no. I won't fight fair. Fuck everybody, fuck everything. You know I care, but they left me on my own. I never slid. Took a life, left all alone. A memory. Fuck everybody, fuck everything.
Okay. Now that we've gotten, you know, past the first part of the song, I want to amend what I just said. It definitely doesn't feel heroic. It feels like the song for an anti-hero. That's what this reminds me of. I think that probably fits Ichigo a little bit more. Again, I don't know the character, but based on what I just heard, it feels more like an anti-hero song than an actual hero song. It sounds like something that you could probably stick to anti-heroes like Vegeta or something like that, and it would still feel right, you know? Yeah, so... But at the same time, like I said, it still has a very similar vibe to Dabi, to Cross My Heart. So, yeah, I think he captured that very well.
Substitute to master, zero effort, skip the time. This whole society is bluffing. Think I'll come and make it mine. I'll make sure no one that I love is ever sentenced for a crime. I'd kill the Reaper just to show you everything will all be fine. Eyes out, no, it's eyes in. Dawn God, put the time in. Blade piercing through the very soul, trying to take a hold of what it I meant. These are my friends, yeah, and this is my city. Waco Mundo for your thoughts and your pity. Quincy shooters in the alright and with me. Everybody getting shifty, but I know I hold the key to everything you want. I know I'm always see-through, but that's what I got, yeah. The past keeps drowning everything inside. My family shouldn't have to give their life. I'll make this right. I won't fight fair. Fuck everybody, fuck everything. You know I care, but they left me on my own. I never slid. Took a life, left all alone. A memory. Fuck everybody, fuck everything. I won't fight fair. Fuck everybody, fuck everything. You know I care, but they left me on my own. I never slid. Took a life, left all alone. A memory. Fuck everybody, fuck everything.
Good. Good. Not bad at all. Speaking of Dabi. I definitely don't think it's better than Cross My Heart, but at the same time, I think it's a lot better than a lot of the things that that FabvL has produced in the past. You could definitely hear the improvement that he has gone through in the last probably 6 months or so. If you've been following FabvL for a long time, you've known that he's altered his style quite a bit, especially since getting some new equipment. And I could definitely I could feel the tone shift. I could feel the way he's trying to evolve himself. And I think I said that in the last video too, that like he obviously is trying to get not just in out of the nerdcore artist label, but just become an artist in general. And he's got a lot of things going for him. And I this is a song that it presents a different type of stylistic tone from many of his other tracks. And that's a good thing because it allows him to stay fresh and allows him to stay relevant and competitive. I know obviously he's not really competing against all the other nerdcore artists, but at the same time, the way YouTube is structured, he kind of is. So it allows him to maintain that momentum that he's already gathered. So yeah, I like that a lot. It was very passionate. It was very dark. If it fit Ichigo. Again, I don't know how Ichigo is. I don't know what the story is about. I don't really know anything about Bleach aside from that it's another Shonen Jump style anime. But if the character matches what just happened there, and in the lyrical tone, then I'd have to say that he once again managed to capture the character very, very well. Yeah. That's really all I have to say. I wish I could give a little bit more of a comparison, but again, without watching Bleach, I don't know for sure. I wish I could get into it. I've tried several times. It's just not an anime that catches my eye. And if what Delta said was right, which is the most difficult season to get into is also the best one, then that doesn't bode well for me, in my opinion. But anyway, moving on from Bleach, we have one more song to react to, and that is Eren Jaeger rap Titans by DaddyPhatSnaps featuring Xiaodo. Now, I've heard Xiaodo many times with Rustage, and he does an amazing job with Rustage. If you haven't heard Roar, and I think he's on his Goku and Vegeta track as well. I think that's Rustage and Xiaodo on Goku and Vegeta, which is just super. That's one that I really wanted to react to, but that was like 3 weeks ago, so I don't think I will because it's probably not going to do very well. But if you guys want me to, then I certainly will. Well, I guess I can't because I've already listened to it like 100 times. Never mind. That's not really a fresh reaction if I've already heard it so many times. Anyway, Xiaodo does a phenomenal job of bringing some very intense, angry energy to any track he has been on that I've heard him on. So, and I know that DPS was teasing about this over on Twitter. So I'm expecting that same level of energy that he brings to Rustage's track to be here. And if that's the case, this thing is going to explode. I haven't finished Attack on Titan. I'm further along than most of the other animes. I think I'm on season 3. No, I'm like halfway through season 2. Halfway through season 2, which is further than I get in most animes. I'm not gonna lie. But I've already had most of the plot points spoiled for me, either through nerdcore songs or through people talking to me about it. So I know kind of what's going on in the story. I already know how the story ends because someone spoiled it in the manga. So I guess that's one reason why I haven't picked it up again. But regardless, I know enough about Attack on Titan to know some of the things that are going to be talked about in any nerdcore track that happens. I am looking forward to listening to this. So I'm going to stop babbling because I've been babbling a lot in this video. And we're going to listen to this. And we're going to probably explode. I'm not usually one of those individuals that like gets super hyped. But most Attack on Titan songs get me hyped. I think the only one that doesn't get me hyped is DPS's Levi Ackerman rap, The Captain, but that gets me energized in a different way because it's very epic sounding. So go check that out too. But yeah, I'm gonna click on this. We're gonna listen to this. This is happening. So yeah. I like that new intro. Turned up. Oh, I can't listen to DPS when it's not turned all the way up. What am I doing? I'm doing this wrong.
Fuck them kids, bust through a building, crush some bibs, done being victim, become the villain, run up as civilians, punching kids. I think they forgot who the fuck this is. Jaeger this. Did he hunt some pigs? Crew cut your crew like Kruger, dudes catch shit till I jump and squish. Attack a witch titan, not this one. I applied the big violence, plot twist done, hit a man with the sadness and hate from the island. Awake that pop his lung, you crooks plotting. You started this shit, now you put a stop in. Friendship, arm in the woods one. Better shut your mouth or complain to my foot. Bottom, take what's mine, fight through your spine, you killed mankind. Thought it was fine, run but in time. If I take a walk with the guys who will black out the vast cut sky, I know that you hated me for no reason, so let me crush the world and get even. I want to self-destruct to make all these men know the meaning of fear while they're screaming. Demon, let me show you a demon. Let me elbow drop to your ceiling and call it a greeting. You will all be defeated. I don't care no more. I make sure life's never fair no more. Look in my eyes, nothing there no more. Let me step on the more, make them wear the floor. What about me? I only get...
Okay. Before we get into DPS's verse, I can see DPS's name just popped up here. Can I just say that DaddyPhatSnaps has an amazing way of making something so epic sounding happen with so few instruments. Like, all I was really getting from the background, just in the track, was it was like this really thumpy bass with a kind of a grungy guitar, and that and occasionally a few percussion hits, and that was it. And yet at the same time, that was all it needed. I've noticed that in a lot of DaddyPhatSnaps songs, where you don't need a lot of instruments to make something sound really, really good, and he's proving that. I think his Jin Mori rap, is that what it was? Jim Mori? His what is it, God of High School song? That was very simplistic. It was just like synth and I think a guitar and a drum, and that was all it needed. And at the same time, that's, in my opinion, one of his best sounding songs. This is going hard. This is going fast. This is going in a direction I wasn't expecting, but at the same time, it also fits. And honestly, I could listen, just take out the lyrics, and I could listen to that beat all day. That's like a workout song. That's got a lot of energy behind it. I could see myself like going for a mile run with just that on repeat for like an hour, and just like, you know, seeing how far I could get. That's the kind of energy that I want in a song, and that's what this is bringing. So I appreciate that.
What about Levi? How do you pet? What about Armin? What about Pet? Brother and Norman? What about I don't fuck with? Wait, what about Sasha? What about Ray? What about Mikasa? What about Fight? What about Play? Yo, I don't fuck with. Wait, what about children? What about Reese? And if you killed them, what about Peace? What about C? Dog, I don't fuck with. Wait, what about Pain? What about Justice? What do you gain? Who do you trust? Who do you love? Yo, I don't fuck with you. Meanie, miny, mo. I am killing all you hoes. If you let them go. Nah, we don't let them go. Fuck you talking about. All these months they barking they mouth. Take them on the shed, no talking they down. I'm dropping that clock and cocking that. Say you want it till I go. What time I take the base, you gotta take it up and I give them opinion kind of like a mini casa when you call
Holy
me
shit.
When I get I'm dubbing and trigger is big colonic. Reckless and don't give a shit about it. Only when it's about it but vilified. So I eat up the beat while I swim a line.
Wow.
No turning back in the beast, barely thinking you're fucking with me. Spare me, I see you knock at the knees. Jelly, butcher, they coming at me daily. Should've never came to my wall. Marcel's, they only jaw. Told you there's two ways out. You can take my mouth, you can stay my jaw. I already made a sacrifice. Now I'm in the class of past the and I'm on games of by the time. I'm a game player, eye for eye. Either way, you'll change or join the Jaeger is or stay resistant. Always come around to find your chest and where your face is twisted. What about Levi? How do you pet? What about Armin? What about Pet? Brother and Norman? What about I don't fuck with? Wait, what about Sasha? What about Ray? What about Mikasa? What about Fight?
how you stop it? No, you can't stop it like that. No. Ah. What is that? What is that? No. I need more. Okay. Okay. There's gonna have to be a spoiler warning at the beginning of this, just so that way people aren't spoiled the way I was spoiled. But, okay, damn it, DPS. You're too OP. How do you do this every week? How do you release a track like that every single goddamn week? Why? How? It's insane. Okay. I think I'm done. Okay. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. This was definitely an adventure. This was Archive of 12, and I shall see you in the next video.